Hello, this is Julian Thomas, and today I'll be giving you my analytical research paper topic. So the question I'm looking to answer is looking at the international climate agreement's usefulness for solving Earth's climate issues. I chose a analytical approach as opposed to argumentative because I believe it's better to for solving problems and avoiding biases. So some of the things I'm going to be looking at is the different climate agreements that have been put into place over time. Two of the most known ones are the Kyoto Protocol and the recent Paris agreements. I'll be looking into the history of those and how useful they've been and how useful they can be in the future and what are their effects and drawbacks. Also, we're looking into their goals, what do they look to achieve, what does each country look to achieve, and the agreements overall. Who is involved, which countries are involved, which countries have left the agreements, or which ones have been trying to be added to each agreements, and what is their involvement in each one. So my method of approach, first I'm going to look at the history of the international climate agreements. That's talking about the Kyoto Protocol and the Paris climate agreements, and also any other agreements that have been talked about or put into place in the past, looking at how those developed and what those why they were formed in the first place. Also, I'm looking at how countries have responded to change in the agreements and what's been written into those agreements, which countries have backed out because of the changes. I'm also looking at the role economics plays, so how each country, what's their economic standards of living, and how that affects out whether or not they agree to their international climate agreements. So there are consequences of not answering this question and leaving the question out there. Some of the consequences is that climate change continues, and that no effort is put upon to change anything if this question lingers, and even if the international agreements aren't the best way to go, which are other ways to continue to solve climate change. No change to human behavior, that's another consequence, that everything goes on with status quo and nothing changes. Another consequence is no solutions are found. There's the climate, the climate, the climate continues to go downwards, and nothing is found to combat this issue.